What's up, my people? You know what time it is. It's Railgun Friday. Well, yesterday was Railgun Friday. But obviously, I have work today, which is the day I have work. So I'm going to film this before I have work because I had to go to bed early or I wouldn't have woken up for work. So, yeah, basically, you know what the drill is. I'm going to be talking about Railgun because it's Railgun Friday, in spirit at least. So I can't wait to upload this video. Can't wait to talk about this amazing episode. And yeah, let me just get into this because I'm so excited to talk about the episode of Railgun. So play my intro. Let's get into this real quick. So this episode of Railgun was great. The episode introduced us to the Daihase Festival, which was done very well. Very alchemable. Alchemable? Okay, so right now, here is what you call trying to flex. And this was a failed flex. I tried to flex because I wanted to go back and tell my fourth grade, my year 4 teacher that, yo, I'm using fancy words. I'm the biggest flexer about. But, nah. As you can see, I'm fucking too stupid for that, it seems like. So, let's get back into this review. So, Shotoga, we saw Misaki and Shotoga Ganoha. Wait, guys, please, let me know in the comments about how the hell do you pronounce this MF's name. Because, ooh, you can see I'm struggling here. I struggle to say the word alchemable. Ugh. But yeah, we saw Misaki and Shotoga performing introducing the Daihase Festival, which was done great. I loved where we saw Shotoga outperform Misaki. Misaki was trying to speak and then Shotoga was like, guts is the reason we're doing this. Because of guts. And then she was just saying, oh my gosh, we really outperformed me. And when Misaki, was finally about to say something, this dude created the big MF or motherfucking explosion in front of her, covered the path, and he outdone her massively, which was great and which was hilarious. That whole scene made me chuckle a few times because I found it really funny. But whilst that was done, we got introduced to the actual festival and the events taking place. So what we know is that Toku would die are the purest destructive monsters. And we know also as well that Toma and Misaka have this little wager, this little bet where whatever, I'm not gonna say it, just watch Railgun 2. But yeah, we know the results of what happened. But Toma and Misaka have the wager. So this happens after the wager, this whole thing. So while the events were going on, and I must give Railgun T props. And Railgun T always gets props for what it does, which was show us perfectly how people use their abilities in these events. It showed us that, yes, because they did this amazing in the manga from when I was reading the manga, but they were showing us in the manga, they showed us well, like, yo, it doesn't matter. This is the true place where experts can really let them know and let us know what they can do. And this was shown here perfectly. I really enjoy how they showed it to us. The way we saw that little girl even control the earth out of under the ground to put that whatever it was in her mouth. It showed that people here have used their abilities to their fullest capabilities, and this is really what it is. It's a huge flexor and ego boost for the espers, which is not bad. This is great, and I really enjoyed the way they purveyed this and the way they show it to us. So after all of that, seeing the people, we saw the main event. The event that we were all excited for is where we saw Misaka participate in an event with Koga. I forgot her name. My bad, guys. I really forgot her name. Jesus. But I forgot her name. We see Misaka participate with Kahogo. I think it's Kahogo. But we see Misaka participate with her. And in this battle, we find out that, yo, level 5s are prohibited from using their abilities on other people because, well, let's be realistic, it's not fair. Level 5s are basically banned from using their abilities because it won't be fair. Because if they actually did that, Misaka would have just swang around or just one-shot them all, and then they would have walked past casually. Same, we saw this with Misaka's event as well, where they took her remote because she would have basically just fucking soloed by mind controlling everyone and etc. But whilst this battle, well, not battle, but whilst we were seeing this event, this battle we saw, well, it kind of is a battle. This like the whole Misuka's event was the best way they portrayed everyone's abilities. Misuka and Kahugo, what they did was great. We saw so much unique abilities, so much unique things happen in that event. And what we saw was like someone who can talk to hamsters, someone with people with mind abilities. We saw some guy who can use the nitrogen and create heat that pushed him forward, and they combined it with another guy's, I think it was wind abilities or something. No, it was way more complicated than that. It was something like he could make the surface slippery, like change the substance to make it slippery or not. We saw someone else who cheated, who had the ability to control things with whatever she wants with her mind, and she had a certain range in her abilities, and we saw it wear off, and all of that. In the race, we saw everybody, and there was these two guys who thought they were gonna win, but Misuka was like, nah, because they fucked themselves over, and Misuka had to throw a big fuck off, what they call it, safety stand at her with Kahugo's help, or Koga's help. I'm sorry, I just can't remember her name. I don't know why. And every time I do a review like this, I always remember their names after, which is so annoying. But yeah, but Kahuga's or Koga, whatever her name is, helped throw it out towards her. And these people like, oh man, we would have won, blah, 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 if we never fucked up and fucked ourselves over. And then we saw Misuka, he walks past, because of course, my baby girl, my daughter, Misuka won. But once we see Misuka be like, nah, obviously, nah. You thought you won, but you never, because right now, I slipped iron sand in everybody's bodies when this whole thing happened. So she really could have won if she wanted to, but she just didn't do it because, you know, Misuka, she's a flexer. Or maybe she thought Tomo was there, so she wanted to, you know, show off a little bit at the end. But whatever, Misuka won, and then we moved on. Also as well, we saw this funny moment which had me dying. Which had me dying when we met Misuka's mom. Because after Misuka won and everything, she was dirty in that. And she was talking to Sartin and Shirai. I think Kuroko was there, but don't quote me on that. But Kuroko wasn't there. But we see her talk to Sartin and Shirai, yeah. And what happened is, Misuka's mom, or Mama Misuka, pops up, and they were talking, and the way Mama Misuka was talking, because she was saying, oh, Misuka's acting, blah, 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 why does she want to do this and that? And then Mama Misuka's like, blah, well, the thing is, I saw what is the gossip of Mikoto, because then they found out that, because obviously, when you first see Mama Misuka as well, before I get into all of that joke, but when you first see Mama Misuka, they always think, damn, that's a thicker version than Misuka. And they were all shocked that was her mom. And then the mom spills the tea that there was this boy that Misuka was talking to with spiky hair, wink, 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 with spiky hair that she was interested in, that she made a wager to do anything she wanted. And then all three of them were spreading information. And then they were saying, yo, is that the boy that Misuka says she owes her life to? Is this the boy that Misuka does this? And then Misuka was just there, blushing with embarrassment. And while that moment was happening, I was laughing my ass off. I was crying with absolute laughter because it was hilarious, to be honest. Seeing Misuka get embarrassed like that, even though I love Misuka as a character, it's kind of funny. Well, especially when she gets flustered over Toma, it's some of the funniest part of the index. But also as well, like before, because I forgot to talk about this, we also saw a bit of the dark side of Academy City when Sartin helped this girl out with her phone because it was complicated, and we see her talking about a group of members, how they need to take down Misuka. Also, another thing I forgot to talk about, damn, I'm forgetting a lot, is that throughout this episode, we saw Misuka's sister, or one of the sisters. I think it was 10032, but don't quote me on that. But I think it was we see one of the sisters, nonetheless, talking throughout the episode, just being envious, saying, I wish I can enter in the festival, says Misuka, as blah, 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 blah. And she says it she even says in the tsundere way that she stands for, and says, I don't want to watch the episode or anything, Baka. She even admits that she's saying it in a tsundere way. And then, obviously, because we saw with Misuka that she was stuck she was away. She was away. She was with her mom on the other side of Academy City because she thought she can get changed and come back. But instead, we see Miska in they actually get Miska's sister to do the event. And while this is going on, we see a member try to attack Miska's sister because they think it's Miska because Miska's sister has to do the event. And whilst that was going on, Mikoto realized it. Damn, the actual Miska realizes she can't enter because her sister's there, and it'll expose everything. So yeah, it's a big mess. But all we know is that the sister is actually participating in the event. And yeah, this is going to be awesome. What I think what happened next, obviously I know what happens next, so let me not make that prediction. But what happens next will be interesting how they do it in the anime. I think we're going to see Toma next episode. I don't know, when I was watching the preview, I think we saw Toma or like a sneak tease of Toma, but I'm not sure. But overall, the episode was great. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a good episode. It was a great episode. I enjoyed seeing all the people use their abilities well. I also enjoyed the comedy because loads of the comedies actually worked for me. The comedy moments worked for me, which was great. The episode was a great episode. All the teasers, all the abilities, and all the future storylines. And I can't wait to see how they portray it in the anime. Overall, this episode was an 8 out of 10. And I can't wait to see more. Like, literally, this was a great episode. And yeah, guys, it's been me, your boy, King Things White. And I'll be signing out. And goodbye.